you're looking to achieve one of my favorite, most versatile vacation looks, then stay tuned. So firstly, you will need to part out about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of leave out in the front, and then go ahead and mimic my braid down pattern. So secondly, I like to go ahead and put on 2 caps in the back just for, security purposes, so I can ensure that the glue won't touch my hair at all. Then you will need to sew the entire perimeter of your hair so the cap will stay on. Next, I'm using my Morning Glory, and you want to put a generous amount on there and smooth it out really good. Try not to get it on your leave out like I almost did, but it should be nice and covered just like this. Next, you'll go ahead and pull out your first set of bundles, and just like I'm lining it up, you will need to sew that first track, okay? And you want to sew it right at the edge of that first braid, just for the perimeter though. This will ensure that when you pull it up and down and you flip it over each side, that it will stay secure. And especially if you're getting in water, you still can get in the water with this style, but it will help. Trust me. Now, as I'm coming to an end, you can see the entire perimeter is sewn down with that first track. Perfect. Next, you will start to glue your actual bundles. So right here, I'm just measuring around the perimeter of the head, and I will try to get my bundles close together because I actually have 4 bundles. Me personally, I really like using 4 bundles with this look, especially if you have the longer lengths. You'll be able to get more into it and it'll be much more full. You'll love it, trust me. But for me, I'm a little more advanced, so I double up my tracks so I can glue 2 at a time. But if you need to do 1 at a time, please do so. Do not push it, okay? Now, just another tip, you definitely want to keep that U shape all the way up. So please, 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 this is a thing. So when you flip it over back and forth, you won't be able to see the actual tracks. Alright, so we're almost at the top, and I kept that U shape all the way up there. Now, normally in most other videos, you will see that they leave a little bit of leave out for you to start doing your tracks vertically, but I like to leave mine a little bit further back, about 1 inch or so, maybe about 1.5 inches it looks like, but this will be able to give you more volume in that top part when it's flipping back and forth. You'll love it, trust me. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. I was watching Dynasty. Now with these, now you'll see that I will be going vertically. But because this will be my dominant side, I will only put a couple tracks right there so it's off center. And then when I'm able to flip it over, it'll just make sense in the end. You'll see. But only put a couple tracks on whichever dominant side you decide that you want your part to be on. Be sure that on this part you make them very, very close, like right next to each other. So you see, it kind of gives you that invisible part type of look. You know, the invisible parts back in the day, girls. If you know, you know. But it will give you that, so then you won't be able to see the actual tracks through your leave out. We're almost there, and as you can see, because I put them so close, can't even tell. But go ahead and keep on going all the way to the end. Check. Yes, it's giving no tracks, baby. Super invisible. Now we are almost at the end. I think I have about 2 more track placements. Now that last one, see exactly how I'm about to glue it on. It's actually touching both the front and that back track. Now I know this little front portion is a little tedious, but it's gonna get you the look that you want. So take your time, be patient. Voila, that was the last track, y'all. So I always pull everything back just to double check if I need to add another track or so in between any of them. But as you see, I've kind of mastered this style, so I'm good to go. So once you comb your leave out back, yes, it's giving. This is my absolute favorite vacation hairstyle, okay? It's giving sexy, big volume, all of the above, honey. Flip it back the other way. Listen, you can't tell me nothing with this hairstyle, okay? It's going for each and every look you're giving. Pull it half up, half down. You can pull it all the way up, and I love a big messy bun at the top. I just love it, y'all. I love this look, okay? Now you guys see why I use the 4 bundles, honey. It's giving. Especially when you put a little bit of water on it and you put your curling products, which I will add below. Well, at least the ones that are my faves. I got y'all. Lastly, I will be hitting that hot comb. I don't know how many of you still use the stove, but I like the old school hot comb, baby, because I'm getting any and everyone's hair bone straight, okay? It's always the Marcel's for me. Now, don't get me wrong, when I do travel, I do have my electric hot comb, but this one is just chef's kiss, okay? Lastly, of course, I have to do my edges, baby. Also have a crimping iron that I am packing to take with me to, blend that leave out just a little bit better, but just a tip. Lastly, I absolutely love these Mr. water bottles. Absolutely love. At least I won't have any cramps anymore from that old school pump. But go ahead, put your water on it. Then, of course, you have to make sure it's moisturized. So next up, I will be putting a little bit of hair oil on it. I will add which one that I use below as well. Now, the last thing that I absolutely need for my curly hair is a Denman brush. If you don't have one, please, please, please get you one. That is where your defined curls come from. They are created. They are made. So go ahead and put in that oil in there. curly hair tends to be a little more dry, so please make sure you keep your hair oiled. I love the Organics brand, the Argan Oil, super light. You can use it every day if needed. It's perfect. Lastly, I'm using my Nairobi. I did just use this because at the shop, this was the only thing I had available. I left my curling smoothie and the gel at home, but I will tag below what I do use. And you can actually get them from like Target, CVS, Walgreens, and they do come on travel sizes as well. But if you do only have Nairobi or some type of foam, I prefer Nairobi because it's not super sticky and, you know, it'll just let your curls be curls, okay? So go ahead and put a good amount in there, and it'll also help with your frizz. And then I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna use the Denman brush again, and this will help your curls define. Don't forget to scrunch that hair at the bottom. You can use a diffuser, which you would push up your bottom curls, and it'll help it dry out a little bit, but it will also help keep that curl pattern. But don't have my diffuser. I packed everything. Listen, I just finished all my clients that day. I think I had 7 clients, and I was ready to go to Mexico. So that's why there's no lashes, baby. So get what you can get, okay? But here you go, the finished look. Love, love, love this hairstyle. Now, if you love this hairstyle as much as I do, please, please, please subscribe, like, and comment. Now, this is my first video, so take it easy, all right? See y'all, love y'all, bye.